Hello guys, it's Ar1se back to a Magnus video that I posted a few days ago. People asking me to review my itemization in this game, and today I'm gonna talk a bit about how I felt that I want to play in this game. So at the start of this game, I was still like, I was not sure how I want to play because I know that I have a pretty greedy lineup, and I know that if Tinker, for example, it's a bad game, which he had a pretty bad game, and then it's gonna be, it's gonna be just a Magnus with level 4 empower farming creeps, which indeed kind of happened. The heroes are pretty good with empower max here. Like Ar1se is a support, he's level 6 with some phase boots. He's a menace with empower void also. I can help him recover if he has a bad game or stuff like that. So here I bought my ring earlier because I felt like they have a lot of harass overtime damage as well with this warlock, fatal bonds, race king, stun, whatever. They just low cooldown harass. I felt like if I go mana boots, or it's not gonna be that good for me. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a vanguard so I can just sit here in lane and just right click creeps and try to protect my tower. That was the main idea about this. As you can see, this Tinker, he died mid to OD. He's 19 creeps, compared to 32 and 11. So at some point, OD gets really strong against Tinker. I guess with the Astro Max, it deals a lot of damage. Just set up for the kill there with ultimate. So like I was saying, we were not having... Like, Void was having a good game, I guess. But, I mean, I was farming creeps, but I was not very happy about this lane. Even though I was 2-0, I just felt that the lane is hard. And after this, I have level 2 in Shockwave. Skewer level 2, I decided to max Empower and skip RP until I don't remember exactly what level. So I finished the Vanguard, I bought Glove of Haste to accelerate my farming. And just chilling there because I know that even if I go Meteor Hammer or whatever, like, I don't think... Like, I was not very confident in it. And also with the buffs that they kind of rebuffed the Empower, I thought that it could worth a try. This is where I kind of lost my mind a bit because uh, me died here, Ar1se also died, and then I click on Tinker and he has this goddamn stupid items. So when he's losing the lane, I don't understand what is this. Like, he could have had a blink right now and just spam rockets from Fog or something. I don't know. I'm not a Tinker expert, but I think I'm pretty good with Tinker. I'm decent. So this was like, as you can see, I didn't skill RP. I didn't even have mana either if I had RP there. So that was like, this game was kind of a mess. Even though our creep score is looking good, like the Void is actually the only one who's having a good game. I'm having a fine game. Like, I'm not having a horrible game, but the way the game is developing with this feed that we're doing, it's not very good for Magnus. Like, this hero doesn't like to die, wants to always be in front of creeps, just farming with Empower especially. So I decided to go Blink instead of the Echo Saber after Vanguard. First of all, I'm not very farmed. Second, we have no jumps except the Chrono, which is like, a big cooldown compared to Skewer Blink. So I have my Blink here. We're just trying to make plays. The idea is that you need to use the fact that you have your spells of cooldown and just go fight. This is a very good fight. This is kind of the turning point of this game, when we're killing this OD here and we're securing avoid some kills, kind of bouncing back into the game. So this Blink was a good choice because it got me 2 kills, and now I'm going back for the Echo Saber. But this is the thing that Dire, they recognize that we have a Tinker, right? And they are like really strong right now. What they want to do is that they want to push high ground. But the thing is, Rubik with Astral and Magnus with Skewer, it's very annoying to deal with when you're going high ground. So like you see here, I Skewer this Wraith King. He's literally useless here. We kill him. And this guy also suicide saves. So this is the perfect scenario when you play Magnus and when you are behind. This is what you want to do. You know, you try to wait. You want to wait a bit for enemy to either make mistake or just, you know, take a fast decision and do a play. And now I'm feeling good about this and want to finish my Echo Saber, my Harpoon. This is another moment where you see here when I told my team to go back before they fight. Like, they're trying to take a fight against Aegis OD, Wraith King with ulti. If you use this Chrono on OD, and most likely, I don't know if you will kill him. Even if you kill him, he's just gonna respawn with Aegis, and then I have to use what I have to RP him. But then they have a lot of silences. They have Golem, they have Glimmers, like they have a lot of stuff. So this was like very bad from my team, telling them to like chill, you know. Kind of pissed me off. And here, basically, the game looks mega over if you look at it. And then I'm like, okay, I cannot do this. I have to just farm bottom and go for the best. Maybe they go back after. They can't really push anymore. Now they are respawning with Tinker. Eventually he bought a blink, so that's the thing about recognizing situations. Sometimes it's good to take a fight against an Aegis, but when you're 100% sure that you're gonna get a good outcome of it, you know? Not like random jump into Chrono on a fucking OD with Aegis and whatever saves around it. I still went for the skewer talent. In my opinion, I'm not a huge fan of this level per stats or whatever, stats per hero. Plus, I don't know about that because my hero, like, it's not like I would have killed heroes in RP. My plan was just disable them, you know. And here, this is a very good fight here. It's a decent chrono, even though they kind of going on me. It's a good chrono. I don't die here. This is like very good fight. It's the beauty with Magnus is that skewer works like a lasso sometimes. It's a better lasso in terms of like cooldown and stuff. Now we're just bouncing back again. Like I said, it's just about doing proper defending, you know, because I know that I can just away with this Wraith King because I see he's pushing recklessly there. He doesn't really respect the fact that I can skewer him towards my tower and stuff like that. So now I have Harpoon and I decided to buy BKB because they have a lot of stuff that goes, like, deals a lot of damage. Luna offlane with Axe and Refresher, so much magic damage and stuff like that. Ulti, Earth Spirit, Silence Yule. Yule is like a very good item against a hero like Magnus. In order to cancel his like everything. So always have smokes on me, especially when Def high ground, because this game we're playing from behind all the time. Even though we're looking that we are getting some good fights, we are always playing from behind. Always playing from behind. So just chilling, farming my items. That's it. You know, waiting for the next pro. I forgot how fun it's Harpoon though. Oh, like it's pretty fun item and it's pretty good. Like it helps you, just guarantees the skewer most of the times on enemy heroes. Again, you know, they kinda making a lot of mistakes here. Now, like I said, Ar1se has BKB. Very strong. I didn't empower him though, but he's still very strong. You know, just Tinker is getting stronger now after decades of playing this game. He suddenly becomes relevant, and we almost team wiping them. You know, just the fact that you get a fast skewer, you kill this Luna before he used ulti or whatever, you know, it's very important. And then by the time that they try to fight, it's like too late for them. And that's kinda it. And here I got saved by this guy Headband. He pushed the OD away and then he couldn't right click me anymore. Or ulti or whatever. It's really good. So I finished my BKB and now I want to buy Hex because we don't have a Hex on Tinker, and Hex in this game is very good, especially for OD or Earth Spirit or Warlock. So here I'm pressing BKB. It's bugged actually, but you guys see that I pressed it, and I think I still take a bit of damage, but like look how much it's protecting me from all of this magic damage from OD and stuff like that. This was a very good fight. It's very easy to play at some point now. when I have BKB, because I know that they have nothing against it, and then they need Wraith King to right click me. I can't really right click me anymore at this state of the game, you know. So I decided to go this BKB. It was a very good idea. Uh, just kind of, you know, makes me really strong frontliner. This is a moment that you can just say to KMMR players, like, we have no ultis, we have no chrono, no RP, no Marcy ulti, whatever, you know. This guy on Void decides to jump here for Warlock. BKB is wasted BKB. This guy has Glimmer Click, right? And then the Wraith King just going on us. I die, you know. This guy died on Rubik as well. And then they're chasing the Void. I don't know if he died or not. I don't remember exactly. Use Chrono here. This is still there. But the idea is that, why do you want to do this, you know? And then now we're back a bit where we left from last time, you know? We just need to wait, respawn, stuff like that. So this was like a pretty bad go. This was a very good moment for me. I finished my Hex. I TP'd bottom, you know? And by the time I TP, this OD goes on Tinker here. I Hex him. Still died on Tinker though. But Hex is good here. They're kind of messing up their focus fire. And OD now without BKB is kind of useless. If we can see him, we're just gonna go on the one side. So my Hex was really clutch in this moment. And it was a very good choice. Especially because we don't have a Hex on the Tinker. As you can see, just fighting and, you know, disabling them most of the times. This was like very good. The thing is that also 20 seconds is not a big cooldown. So I like this build, and it synergizes more. Like Hex synergizes more with this build than Refresher, for example, because first of all you won't have mana. It will be like very limited on resources, and the Hex is instantly all the time. You know, you can just abuse it so many times. Very legit and solid. So here what happens is that I know that their only play is to contest this Roshan. They don't have buybacks and stuff like that. They want to go and just take the Roshan here. And here I could have been a bit faster, but I think it was good enough. Because we were also lucky. The Void got the time walk off. I also hexed the OD again. No? But if I was a bit faster, they wouldn't have gotten the chance to use the golems there. It would have been cleaner, you know, and the Void would just kill the Roche in peace. I would disable these two heroes. We would kill them in like 2 seconds. But either that, I mean, it went good. The most important thing is that we got the Aegis, and I died. I mean, I died, but we got the Aegis. You know, that's the most important thing. We got the Aegis on Void. We killed the OD, killed the Luna, you know. Really good. So finally we won the game. Personally, I really thought this game is over at some point. I didn't think that we're gonna win. But then I just, you know, I stopped getting triggered by these players because they wouldn't listen. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play. I don't care what happens, you know, just gonna play and see how it goes. And then they started to throw a bit, you know. Void late game with Tinker and Magnus, like, it's very scary. Like, Tinker Void is really scary at some point later. Even though the Tinker didn't really, like, he didn't do much until, like, we came back strong. And even then, like, the idea was the Void getting a decent chrono with Marcy. I mean, and just some rockets, and I get a good RP and stuff like that. So that was the game, and that was like the way I wanted to play. I think, I'm not sure exactly if the game would have been easier if I played a different build. Let's say if I go Meteor Hammer, stuff like that. I don't know exactly, because I don't know if I could just use Meteor on tower top. Wraith King would just run at me and stun me all the time. He would pay attention. Or if I went, let's say, 4-step first, I wouldn't have Skewer. I mean, Empower, sorry. So wouldn't farm that much. I don't know exactly. But when I bought BKB and I saw that we're defending pretty well and stuff, and I saw that they're throwing as well, I I started to build confidence that actually we're gonna win. You know, it was a good feeling, and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Hope you enjoy this, and see you guys next time. Press like and sub, and leave me a comment about what items you would have bought in this game on Magnus.